because my first guest tonight has starred in such films as Volcano, Donnie Brasco, and Wag the Dog. Now, starting this Friday, you can see her with Harrison Ford in 6 days, 7 nights. Let's take a look.
That's a commercial airliner. It's 5 miles high going 600 miles an hour. They wouldn't see a nuclear explosion if they were looking for it, much less a flare.
How was I supposed to know that? If you hadn't drunken yourself into a coma, maybe you could have told me that.
You know what you've done? You know what you've done? You've taken our one good chance of being found and pissed it away.
Don't you dare blame this on me. If you were half a pilot, we wouldn't be on this island.
I am the best damn pilot you're ever gonna meet.
Ah! I've flown with you twice. You've crashed half the time.
Not good odds. Please welcome Anne Heche. How you doing?
I'm so great, thanks. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Oh, thanks for coming. This is a big movie.
It's a big movie. Well, the biggest one I've been in, yeah.
I was looking at all the clips today. It seems like this is something that only I would worry about, I guess. But you're out on this tropical island.
Right.
The whole time, out in the sun.
Yeah.
And you look to have skin kind of like mine.
Yours, yes.
Yeah, and I thought, how do you do that?
Yes,
because
my own personal nightmare.
Well, I've managed this, like, sickly look that I've perfected, I believe. But I don't know how you would do that. I mean, how would you even be out in that kind of sunlight?
Well, the thing is, you get about 1,005% sunblock and just slop it on yourself. My makeup artist put it on me about 3 times a day.
What's the highest number you've done?
I don't know. I think maybe 75, 80.
There is no 70. That's just a wool blanket.
42 and a half.
Let's put a wool blanket in a bottle and call it number 80.
Hey, at work, that's the, well, I don't know if you're like me. I get a lot of freckles. I get this kind of reddish, freckly kind of not a good look. But thank goodness for my makeup.
Well, I hate, when I was a kid, I hated that I had freckles.
Yeah, me too.
I couldn't stand it. And most of them have gone away now in my face, but my hand still looks freakish.
I don't think you're a freak.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's nice. You're the first person to say no, you're not.
Oh, you're great. You're great.
No, you're no freak. Get behind
nice
this,
support.
Auntie.
Yeah.
Where were you shooting this? This is in Hawaii?
We shot in Kauai, yeah. The beautiful island of Kauai.
You know that Charo has a restaurant there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I missed it. There's not much to miss on that island, and I missed that.
Come on, you got to go to Charo's restaurant.
I know, darn it. Well, next time I go back and shoot the sequel, I'll go.
The Hoochie Coochie Shrimp is out of this world. Harrison Ford, someone told me, he's a real pilot. Is that right?
He is. Oh, he did all the flying.
No, he didn't. He's not.
Yes, he did.
You didn't fly with him, did you?
I did.
That's
I
crazy.
risked my life, and so, no, he's an excellent pilot. Yeah, he did all of it.
No, but he's an actor and then a pilot in his spare time.
He is
you don't
so
want to fly with a guy.
multi-talented.
It doesn't matter.
It's true.
You want to be with a guy who only is a pilot. That's all he does. What are you? I'm an actor / pilot.
Right.
You know, no.
I know. Well, they paid me extra every time I had to fly, so I said, okay, I'll do it.
Really? And he's good?
Yeah, he's good.
I wouldn't want to fly with anybody I know. I wouldn't want to be, you know what I mean?
Too much of a risk.
Just, with them driving, because they would seem human to me. I like to think that the pilot is this sort of super robot.
Right.
Nothing will possibly go wrong.
Oh, I recommend it. He's a good pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to talk about one thing that it sounded hilarious to me. I heard from somebody that you had an interesting mishap in an Italian restaurant. And people,
oh, goodness sakes. Did you hear that story?
Yeah, well, people think that those kind of things only happen, or could possibly only happen to just anybody, but they would think that a celebrity, that it wouldn't happen to a celebrity. And I got to get you
a gay celebrity.
Well, let's talk about it.
If you know the story. Well, actually, we were sitting having dinner with our mom. Ellen and I have a mom, Mama Betty, and we're out to dinner in a little street called Larchmont right near our house. And we're sitting in the window seat. It's a little Italian restaurant, very family-oriented. And we're sitting facing out to the street where we can watch everybody walk by. Well, I was getting a little hot, and I unfortunately or fortunately don't wear a bra. And I went to take off my sweater, but off came everything. And as everything came off, I not only flashed my mother, who was sitting across from me, but also 3 women who were walking by. And the whole thing, and they just looked, and I was like, I'm the recruitment girl, like, be a lesbian. I was like, please. It was so insane. try to kind of watch them walking down the street and giggling and then kind of coming back like, is she really recruiting us? I mean, should we go in and get her autograph or just sign her breasts or what?
I would think I got to check out that restaurant.
We better go there. They're nudists in there.
That's hilarious. Did you just quickly get it back on or just order a bib or something?
Oh, yeah, for the whole dinner. It was like, hey, if everybody's seen it, why put any clothes back on? Then my pants came off. My mother got into it, took her shirt off.
That's just that's the only way to be.
It was the best night of business that restaurant ever had. Yeah.
And that restaurant's named Chuck E. Cheese. All right. All of you rolling around in the big vat of balls. Woo! All right, everybody, we're going to take a break. We're going to have more with Ann Heche in just a second, so stick around. With Ann Heche, and you know, I wanted to talk about, you started out doing dinner theater? Is that right?
I did, yeah. When I was 12 years old, I did dinner theater.
When you were 12, you were on the dinner theater circuit.
Well, it was a good, on the circuit.
Yeah.
In a little town in South Jersey called Swainton. Yeah. But I am moving up. Yeah.
With a cigar, I gotta get my agent in here. Yeah. What kind of shows were you doing?
I did musical theater. It was a great job. I got a paycheck of $100 a week, and that was huge to our family, so it was a great gig.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I know when I was that age, I wanted to be an entertainer, but I didn't.
At 12, you did?
Well, as a kid, yeah, and so I didn't really know. They just showed old movies in Boston on like Channel 56, the local affiliate, and they would show old Jimmy Cagney movies,
right?
You know, Yankee Doodle Dandy, and so I thought if you were an entertainer, you had to know how to tap dance.
Or sing Yankee Doodle Dandy,
so
one of the two.
Exactly, so I made my parents get me tap dancing lessons because I thought that's going to come in really handy.
No kidding. Yeah. Can you still tap?
Not really. I went through this horrible growth spurt, and I can barely walk.
Don't fit.
Yeah. I walk like Frankenstein now. So did you go out and did you do shows like Annie and stuff like that?
I didn't do Annie. That was one of the ones I missed. I don't think I was a good enough singer. But no, we just did the regular. My first one was Music Man, then we moved through to Camelot and things like that and watched all the blue-haired ladies sip their martinis while I was singing and, you know, screaming out, honey, can you get me another drink? Is she still singing? Or what's going on? Who is she?
They shout that,
is
really?
Is it done?
Do people, and they eat while they're watching?
Oh, they do. Prime rib. It's like I couldn't eat prime rib for years after that because it's like this huge slab of beef that they put on the, you know, all-you-can-eat buffet, which is huge in Swainton and probably every other town. Yeah, you'd hear the knives clicking, and I want more of that juice, and it just was horrible.
It's just one lady you're talking about.
Yeah, just one lady, but she came every night.
She came to everything, yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I still don't know it. Is that still the same girl singing that song?
That's going to be the new talk show innovation. It's just the audience will be served prime rib during the talk show. Everybody will be munching away happily.
Exactly.
Now, you're obsessed with MTV, is that right?
Ellen is so big on music, and actually I didn't know too much about, I mean, I listen to music and I love music, but she just knows everything from beginning to every song, everything, so we watch a lot of that. But our favorite show is Loveline.
Loveline.
No, besides your show. Our favorite show is Loveline.
Good save.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We discuss sexual topics here, but like idiots, you know.
No, we just love Dr. Drew. I just think it's the coolest thing what he's doing for kids.
I passed that show. I don't really know it too well, but it always looks...
Dr. Drew is the one who gives the advice.
Right. Now, I never understood the concept of that show because there's a guy who seems very knowledgeable about sexual matters, and he's informative. And then the format of the show is there's him, and then they put a wise ass next to him.
Right.
So who is that guy?
Well, I don't know how many kids would just listen to a doctor, you know. They need somebody who's going to make jokes about it.
So we better get a wise ass in there.
Get a wise ass.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Wear a condom. No, you don't want him there.
Well, listen, if they asked me to host it with him, I would. But now, you know, Adam's doing a good job in making the kids laugh. So, but we just love Dr. Drew.
Great.
We were at the MTV Movie Awards and coming down the red carpet, and, you know, there are so many stars, so many people looking at everybody else and who's it going to be and who can we meet and blah-de-blah. And Ellen and I are going down the line and meeting and everything. We get to the end of the red carpet and look and go, ah, Dr. Drew! Dr. Drew! And it's like there's every star on the planet, and we're just super excited about Dr. Drew and ran up to him. He had never, it was just, he saw these two lesbians running toward him like, what are they going to do to me? No, he was great.
I don't think that's what he was thinking.
He wasn't thinking that.
Oh, good.
No.
He is a doctor.
He is
Okay.
a doctor for no, we had a,
well, I got to mention 6 days, 7 nights opens this Friday, June 12th.
Yes.
Everyone should go out and see that. Thanks so much. We never had you on the show before.
I'm so glad I came.
Yeah,
Thanks
for being here. And Heche, everybody. We'll take a break. Robert Stack is coming up.